Hello and welcome to Creative Chaos. Happy Thursday, or as I like to call it, Practice Friday. And I've even got a nice brown beer tonight. Difficult to find, but my grocery store um, started carrying a brand new brown beer, so I had to pick it up for Creative Chaos tonight. This show is focused on highlighting fascinating people creating fantastic things outside the mainstream, and we try to remain real positive on Creative Chaos. And I wanted to say what is up to Vulcan Lives over on YouTube. And let me see, is that also you, Vulcan? And Madness Comic Network, my guest tonight, who will meet in a couple moments here, said what's up in the chat. I don't see that anybody else checked in over on Rumble X or Pilled yet, but I'm sure we'll see those chats moving a little bit later. So, of course, Creative Chaos is always sponsored by Flip City Magazine, and I've got an update tonight. So, cause I saw that you grabbed my last minute link, if we can bring that up. This is Flip City Volume 21, and we are receiving the print into our hands tomorrow and going to be preparing our shipment to go out on Monday. What I've got here is the store view of Volume 21. You can see that it's priced at $11.95. That's a pretty good pretty good price point for an independent comic satire magazine, the best and pretty much only comic satire magazine that is on the market right now. And why I am showing this to you now is there's only 2 days left to quote unquote pre-order it at that $11.95 without paying shipping. It's what we do when we post our pre-orders is you get free shipping with it. After this weekend, you any of our past editions, the shipping cost is $6. So that is a way to save some money and get the latest edition is to get the pre-order on our site. And just to let you know a little bit of what's inside, cause if you can click the image of with the dragon in it. So our lead parody is called House of the Elon, and the storyline is Elon Musk teams up with Javier Milei to battle the evil censorship-happy Brazilian justice Alexandre de Moraes and release the Twitter staff trapped in the Brazilian headquarters. And you're not going to want to miss that. There's tons of laughs in it. The dragon that Alexandra de Moraes rides is shocking, shocking. And I have to thank our lead illustrator, our lead parody illustrator, Ben, for surprising us with the disgusting dragon that Alexandre rides. So you can pick up volume 21 this weekend and not pay any shipping. And that is through midnight on Sunday Pacific time. So if you're an East Coaster, that's 3 a.m. for you. So yeah, do that. Grab America's most savage, wonderfully hilarious satire magazine at flipcitymag.com. And in a moment in chats, I will put a direct link to that exact magazine. Save $6 on shipping, pay $11.95, and get it within a couple of weeks. All right. Now comes the time where I would normally invite in Batman, but if you are a regular watcher of Creative Chaos, you know that Batman had neck surgery and he's still recovering. I did get a picture and an update from him via text today where he took off his neck brace because he got hot. So Batman, if you're out there listening, I don't think you should be taking your neck brace off. Follow the doctor's orders. I just don't want you damaging your surgery. So we will find out soon if he'll be back next week or the week after. And I miss you, Batman. Get well soon. And you've been in our prayers. And this is also why I love having Batman in. He remembers to ask the chat to like, share, subscribe. And I've also heard other people on YouTube saying, and hit that bell for notifications. I guess everything helps with the algorithm, possibly even chatting. during our chat. And I also wanted to let you, Vulcan Lives, know that yes, you are blue now. You have a wrench to smack down in each rolls, and I trust you'll do a good job. Thank you so much for moderating over on YouTube for me. I didn't ask. I just gave you a job because you keep showing up every week. All right, let's bring our guest in. Tonight, the guest is Pops Van Zant, and he has worked tirelessly over the last 4 years to get eyes on small press independent publishers. In 2020, in response to comic conventions being canceled due to, well, he started his own digitally hosted convention called Comcron. From there, he began connecting independent creators on Facebook through his group, Comics Related Madness, and created a YouTube channel called Madness Comic Network that hosts multiple shows, including Creative Chaos. Self described as a man with a plan, Pops now gathers funds to lay the foundation to move the YouTube network over to the uncensored, I was going to say censorship free, and then, okay, uncensored Roku channel, which proves to be a difficult task. I don't think he wanted to talk about Roku tonight, but I'm kind of curious because I know it's been a difficult task. Let's bring Pops in. Hi, Pops.
So, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
If you hear kids in the background, I have a 7-year-old grandson upstairs being attacked by a 12-month-old puppy right now. So, you
Oh, what
know,
kind of puppy?
they're having fun. It's just, it sounds horrible, but they're having fun.
Okay. I haven't heard any blood curdling screams, but I think that would just add to the chaos tonight.
Yeah, it would fit. How you doing, Vulcan Lives? Good to see you. Um, I don't know. It's been, since April of 2020. Okay, I have fun doing what I do. I love comics. I love everything about indie comics because it is your thing, not what somebody's telling you to do. Okay. So, I mean, I'm a huge fan of people that do their own thing. When all the cons went down, I had a whole bunch of friends that were going, what am I going to do? I gave all these people all my table money. Some people were out for tables for like 10 cons. And some of them cons said, yeah, well, you're good next year, and didn't even give people their money back. You know what I mean? It was like, it was chaos. It was bad. And we started doing the weekend once a month, prom con, and we had a blast. We did it for 39 weeks or something, or 39 months, I mean.
Wow.
Yeah, we did it for a long time. And then when I came up with the idea for the network, of course, there just isn't enough time to book a big monthly show and do all the other stuff that I do with the network. So I said, I'm gonna put CromCon on hold. We don't really need CromCon anymore. People are back in the cons. People are back going to cons. Okay. CromCon was something that we needed at a certain time. It's not needed anymore. It's fun, and we might do one a year or something like that just to have fun, but it's not the direction. The direction changed during the last election cycle, right? Okay, I
Uh-huh.
just got into this. I just went through a whole summer of doing big shows. And all of a sudden, I started seeing channels just disappear. People getting demonetized, people getting slammed left and right. And YouTube, with their Google overlords, obviously started putting the kibosh on free speech.
Well, you mentioned that they were getting, demonetized and taken down left and right. I actually am going to correct you. I think it was mostly right. That was my joke.
Yeah, and it's a good one. But I mean, it's true. They were slamming everybody. Actually, I can even remember a couple of left channels that were talking too much about 19. and got shut down. Even though they were towing the line, they were talking about it too much. And then you have people in the chat that were arguing with them, and the reversed opinion was being aired, and they're like, no, you guys can't do this. Shut it down.
Yeah.
Free speech,
Right. Now have you ever been I don't know if you've ever been monetized and then demonetized, but have you ever been taken down, like fully censored?
No, no, we've had shows that they've blacked out, like
Okay.
like Brian's show, the Horror Movie Club.
Okay.
Sometimes he'll be showing the trailer, and they'll be
Mm.
talking over the trailer and everything, right? And cutting it up at 10 seconds at a time. And YouTube still come out there and go, black screen, nothing, no audio, no nothing for like 5 minutes. And then they go back up. And it's like, well, that's stupid.
Uh-huh.
I was just like, it's just dumb. It's not happening on any of the other platforms. The show's still going on Facebook. The show's still going on Twitter. The show's still going on Twitch. But YouTube got a hair up their butt.
Right. Yeah. I think they have plenty of hairs up there, but and hey, Pops, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna do something I normally do before I bring people in, and I forget often enough. I
Oh, go
have
ahead.
to thank our house band tonight, Lunatics Fringe. And look, I'm even wearing the Lunatics Fringe t-shirt that they sent me. So thank you to Lunatics Fringe for being our house band tonight.
I
And
was
it's pretty cool because kind of your mission to like help spread the word that indies exist and there's all this cool stuff happening outside the mainstream.
yes.
You introduced me to Lunatics Fringe because you know what I do for Creative Chaos with the house band. So we've used them a couple of times and they're super cool.
And that is one of the things that I love. The first time I saw your show, I was like, oh, that's cool. I like a band. I'm like, sweet, right? I wore my Lunatics Fringe shirt like yesterday or the day before. But I wore it on a show. I always wear it on shows. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? It's not always, but when I wear it, it's because I'm doing a live show that day. Same with my 269 shirt. It's like if I know I'm going to do something, especially an out of the box show, something that's not in our network. Okay. Then
Okay.
I really want to promote these people that you may not know about, and your fans may not know about. I want to say hi to Geek Men and the Masters of the Thunder Nerds. That's Dustin. He's part of the Madness Network.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I just noticed one name that came up. I wanted to say hello to Devastator as well. That
Yes.
has been coming back weekly, and a brand new name, Geekman Masters of the Thunder Nerds. So that's a mutual Maddest Comic Network friend
Yes,
YouTuber
they have
show.
two shows. They're one of the newer additions to the network, which we'll get into that. We have 25 weekly shows, but they brought two shows to the network just recently. They've been with us for about a month and a half. They do a show on Monday night called It's Freaking Figures, which is about action figures, who people that design them, what kind of condition they come in, are they good, are they solid, are they crap? They talk about action figures, right? And they also have a show on Friday night, which I love. I'm not huge on review shows,
Mhm.
but ADHD Theater is good stuff. I love watching their movie review show on Friday night. So
Okay, ADHD. That kind of like rings a bell for me because I've got the ADD definitely. So I might like that as well. So welcome, Geekman, and it'd be nice to see you again, or you know, meet in some other way. We're both part of the madness.
it's all madness, man. Actually, Roland Mann from Silverline is the one that introduced me to Dustin, and Roland is the proud he's the guy who's had the longest running Madness Network shows that are not actually Madness shows. They're his shows. But he's been with the network the longest. When I went out and said, hey, man, this is what I'm going to do, Roland's like, I'm in. And he came over, he brought all three of his shows to the network. We play them every week. Now, when I say the network, we have our own shows, madness shows, and then
Hmm.
we have people that brought their shows to our network that also do their show either simultaneously on their networks or like this one airs Thursday night and then I replay it on Saturday night. Some people it's replays and some people it's live simulcast. But we don't make them do their shows on our network and not on their network or not on their channel. You know what I mean? It's like it's the object is to get more eyes on what you're doing. I'm not trying to nail anybody down to, oh, you can only be with us. No, do your thing
Yeah.
everywhere. Sell your books, sell your what you're doing. I'm trying to help people make money.
Right.
Oh, it's
Right.
not about anything else but making money. I don't want exclusive anything on I got enough shows of my own that can be exclusive on my network. You know, Monday Madness and Freewheeling Friday. And I got enough of my own shows that can be exclusive on my network. I don't need yours to be exclusive on my network.
Okay, I might make you paint yourself into a corner, and you don't have to answer this question. But as far as because you had just mentioned, you have some that are like pretty much exclusive Madness Network because they're not doing it on their own. But as far as people that are also having, their own network, like for Creative Chaos as
Mhm.
an example, we have our own YouTube channel and, other platforms and all that. And then you replay us. But do you have a favorite that's outside the network?
Outside the network.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
see,
I mean, that you're replaying. So it is on the
oh,
network, but
well, I mean, your show obviously is one of my favorites that we replay. I also love Ask Chuck Dixon.
oh
Okay.
yes.
I mean, the Baron Earl show with Mike Baron, Brian's Horror Movie Club, Lori's Tuesday Morning Brew, Doc's show. These shows are all fun, man. That's why I like being involved with them. Um, I wasn't even part of Brian's show. Brian was doing the Horror Movie Club long before he met me. I was just like, dude, you want to do it on the network?
Right.
You want to do it, and I offered him my StreamYard. I was like, I'll set the shows up. I'll do all the work. Just come out and do your show, you know. But
Yeah.
now he does it on his channel and we do it on, the network, but it's all simulcast at the same time. Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, we put it everywhere. Um, my only thing is I have a Rumble channel called Comic Talk with Pops Fans.
Mm-hmm.
I was early in Rumble and I have 1,000 videos over there. Never got no traction. The first 1,000 pieces of stuff we did is on Rumble, but we never got anybody looking at it. It was before everybody else decided to go to Rumble.
Right.
But
So
I
so
do
did
have
you
some.
just drop it then? You
Well, I
don't go to
just
Rumble anymore?
no, and then I mean, too technical. I'm not going to enter a different StreamYard or a different Rumble code every time I want to go to Rumble because I'd want to go to Rumble 25 times a week. And that's annoying. If I can't just click on it and add it to my shows, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like I ain't got time for all that technical crap.
Yeah, no, I feel your pain, especially if you're doing, something that many times with so many different people. And the fact that you can only do it within 24 hours before your stream.
That's another thing.
So
I
you
like our
can't
stuff.
prep. You can't
Yeah, I
really
like our
prep. It's
stuff.
kind of annoying.
I like to get his stuff up on the upcoming strip on your YouTube channel. I like that upcoming show strip to be full of stuff over the next week that's coming up. So when people look at it, they go, damn, it's like, it's not just these. Look, there's an arrow, there's more. You know what I mean? I try to get stuff up early so that when you come to the network and check it out, you can see all the different stuff that's going to be played over the week. You know, some people, yeah, they're, last minute, like Doc. I gotta ask Doc on Tuesday every week. Gotta guess, Doc.
Oh, I got it.
Because he'll forget. He just he forgets to tell me, or I already have it in my calendar. Usually I know ahead. If I know he's got a guest, it's in my calendar. But otherwise it's just a blank day. And I'll have to hit him up if it's a blank day. And, hey, yo, you got some money, bro? And Doc also, look,
I I love him for that though. He's
he
kind of like, I don't give a shit, whatever.
Doc Doc was a huge part of CromCon. He was like, my dude when it came to CromCon. He took care of it when I couldn't. He was, a great co-host. And when it came down to, hey man, doing a show on the network, he started doing a show. We started doing it on the network from day one. It's always been part of the network. I love Doc's show. It's the only one that really goes into the politics of the day. You know what I mean? Doc likes
Mhm.
to cover stuff. You know, most of our shows are pretty much gaming, talking about people's campaigns, uh, tabletop demos, stuff like that. Doc show's different. I love him for it because he don't give no quarter. You know what I mean?
Well, something that's similar about mine and Doc's show is we both have warning disclaimers to open the show. And also why I pretty much immediately fell in love with Doc the first time I saw him streaming on the Madness Comic Network is that he had that warning. And I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
okay, you say pretty much the same things I say in my warning.
I play that disclaimer before every show I do because
Okay.
I could go off the rails at any minute. It happens, you know. Yeah, I play it because I don't want everybody to think that everybody in the network has the same opinions I do, or the same stance that I do,
Well,
or anything like that. I'm an individual. I'm a constitutionalist. Today, I'm a Republican. 20 years ago, I was a constitutionalist and I was a Democrat. You figure it out. I'm the same
right.
person I always was. I look at this, and that's where I get my opinion from.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a good thing to base your values on, I believe. Real quick, I just wanted to say what's up to George Washington X. Never apologize for being late. I'm so
George
happy
is
that
here.
people come. Yeah, I'm just so happy people come and join the creative chaos. And Pops, you said something that because I noted this down. Because I'm kind of curious with the network and then also just kind of the indie comic scene and circles that I'm trying to like make friends in and people I'm inviting on my show is like how aligned are we politically, which I would think is basically not even necessarily like we're all conservatives or anything. We're all just liberty minded individuals because the other side that doesn't like liberty, they're never going to join us, right?
Well, I'm of the opinion that my liberty is greater than your democracy. Okay. Liberty is in this book. Liberty is in this document.
Mm-hmm.
Democracy is not. People need to read this. You really do. I mean, older people like us, we had to learn this shit in school. Okay. They don't anymore.
All right.
And
Well, let me ask you this then. Are you for repealing the 19th?
I'm not for repealing anything. If it needs amended, what's it take? 2/3? 2/3 of Congress? So they gotta get it right. You know? Get it right. That's all. If you follow the book, it's like a cookbook. Do this, do that, and the thing comes out okay. As soon as you start deviating from the recipe, you burn the cake, man, or whatever. You know what I mean? It's like they did a
You know,
good job writing that thing. They knew what they were doing. You
yeah.
know?
Well, and that's something too, and I've kind of picked up on this and put it in my own Twitter bio, is Roseanne Barr a while back said, I've decided I'm a radical constitutionalist. I'm like, you know what? I'm a radical constitutionalist as well. Because that's a fun because you can't that's that's what the left wants to pretend it is, to be a constitutionalist. You're some kind of freaking radical.
Guess what?
right? So I'm like, okay, fine.
Let me tell you
I'll
a
play
little
by your
story, though.
rules.
The people that wrote this were radical constitutionalists. And if that's who you're comparing me to, I'm in good company, baby.
Yeah. Well, one of my you hear a lot of lefties say, and I think maybe it's because I've heard it a lot in my own family, is, oh, it's old and antiquated. It was written by a bunch of old men in wigs. Dude, those men were not old. You're
No,
looking at
no,
paintings, they were young. They were
no.
in their 20s and 30s. They
And
weren't
some of
old men.
and some of them were very wealthy and gave their all,
Yeah.
lost everything for their beliefs. They were willing to give it all. People,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't mind being lumped in with that kind of company. That doesn't bother me at all.
Yeah, and I gotta say, George Washington X says a good thing here. He says, "Honestly, we're not fit to question the founding fathers. We suck compared to them." My opinion. I agree with your opinion. We really, really suck compared to them. I mean, we're all of a TV generation. Please, like how deeply do we think compared to the founding fathers? Please.
Look, for one thing, they had great foresight. They had great foresight. Okay. Um, they knew what could happen. They laid it all out for you. That's like a guidebook, you know. Um, the Constitution protects the Bill of Rights. It protects the rights of the people from the government.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the government's tool to use against the people. They don't get to shape it to use it against the people. It's the people's document. Be the people. Uh, I have a really hard problem with Congress, and I'm talking about both sides of the aisle in some cases. If you have put your hand on that Bible and swore to defend this document and then impose legislation that counteracts this document, you're a traitor. You're not a member of Congress.
Yeah, but it certainly seems like that's on both sides, if we want to, play red, team blue, it's the same freaking coin, you guys. Sorry to
That's why
say
I,
it.
that's why I said, man, it's like, one in under one regime I may be considered red, under another I may be considered blue, but it all comes back to this. The team that's closer to this is the team that's going to get my vote right now.
Mm-hmm.
When I was
Yep.
young, the Democrats were the ones that were free speech, rah, 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 and I was like, yeah, holding up my Constitution, free speech. I was a liberal then.
Yeah.
Guess what? They're not holding up the free speech anymore. It's like,
Yeah, I mean, gosh, the amount of censorship and how much it is supported by the left right now is quite concerning. And oh, you know what? I didn't mean to move my chat because Vulcan Lives said just kind of I don't know if he was responding to my question about repealing the 19th, but he had said, hold on, where is that comment? Oh, the amount of women that seem to be supporting Kamala is concerning. I don't know if you saw that on her store. She has a mug that says um uh childless cat lady, supporting Kamala or something like that. And it's like, yeah, of course, your audience.
yeah, hard times create strong men. Strong men create good times. Good times create weak men. And that's where we're at right now. The good times that we had created some really weak people.
It's true, but I'm seeing a lot of strong men building up, you
Well, I
know.
mean, there
I
it's
I
still the
follow a lot
silent
of
majority.
patriots. I
It,
follow a lot
it's
of patriots, and they're showing their homesteading and like how muscular they're getting, and I'm like, good
it's
for you.
it's it's still the silent majority. It's still the don't poke the bear. You guys don't know. You don't even know. quit. You see that Rambo meme? It's
I don't
all
know if
fun
I
and games
did.
until the people that just want to be left alone get involved.
Yeah. But that's the thing too. That's the thing too. Like it really at this point seems like, the poking of the bear and, really demonizing freedom-minded people and all of that in the media and in politics and all that. I feel like they want a bloody civil war. They want blood spilled,
They
you
can't they
know.
can't impose martial law if they don't get us. Look, if they don't get us to fight each other, they can't control us. They don't have a reason to control us. But if we went out in the streets and fought with rioters, or if they came out and fought with us while we were protesting something, um, but see, that doesn't happen. It's us against the government, people. And it's
Yeah.
the same with them. They were attacking federal buildings. I mean, yeah, they burned down the neighborhood I grew up in, I was born in, but um, I'm not allowed to talk about that. You know,
Well, what neighborhood is this?
I lived on Chicago and Lake Street when I was born in South Minneapolis.
Okay.
That's George Floyd's neighborhood. Yep. Those stores, that one place, that liquor store was a drugstore when I was a kid called Woolworths. It had like a soda fountain and everything in there, right? Comic
I
books. It
remember
was one of the first
Woolworths.
places I got comic books from when I was a little kid. So yeah.
All right. Well, hey, let's get back to culture creation and independent comics. So, your one of your missions or your main mission is obviously, kind of connecting people and maybe even like trying to shepherd people to like support each other with what
Yes.
you're doing with Madness Comic and everything. you know, and I do a lot of that on my own, because number one, we're doing a lot of stuff with contributors and all that kind of
Right.
stuff. And one of my main thoughts about trying to get number one, conservatives to like really gather up and support each other is difficult because and my thought is that, it might be the fierce individualism and also like collectivism. Everybody's like, we don't want to really collect, so it's been a difficult task. It's like herding cats,
Oh yeah.
basically. I
Oh yeah.
mean, have you had that same feeling?
There's times, okay. I mean, I had people that signed up to do CromCon and then saw that there was one other person on out of these 60 people that they didn't like, and they'd show up at the last minute and go, "I'm not going to be here because of that guy." And I'm like,
Okay.
"What? That guy's going to be on tomorrow. He's not going to be on your segment. Come out and
That's
promote your book.
interesting.
This is for you to promote your book." Well, I mean, I can't control people's emotional responses to what I do. I want you guys all to succeed. It says so right in the mission statement of the Comic Related Madness Facebook group, where I tell everybody, you come out here in the group. This is how it began. I got kicked out of Facebook group because I was promoting people, because I was sharing links to people's campaigns.
Okay.
And I was like a main contributor to this group, right? And suddenly one day I wasn't in the group anymore. I was pissed off. I was like, man, people wouldn't even pay attention to your group if it wasn't for me posting stuff all the time, and it was like I got a little bit upset, and I was like, screw Facebook. I just ain't gonna do this no more. Well, that lasted about 2 days, and it's like, why should I let those people stop me from promoting my friends?
Right.
I made my own group. And in the beginning, it was like a whole bunch of, hey, look what I got today, or check out this dude's campaign. But then when COVID hit, it truly became a networking and promotions group. And there's a lot of groups that won't let you do that. You go over there and you drop your link, and they'll like kick you out. You can't do that here. Well, why not? Why not? I don't get it, right? So I encourage people. You join them. Well, I guess now I should tell you, we changed the name of the Facebook group to Madness Comic Network to make it easier for people and they not get confused. It's all the Madness Comic Network now.
Oh,
Uh,
yeah. How long ago did you change that? Because I
just
linked.
not like, but a couple, a month ago,
Oh,
maybe.
okay.
It wasn't that
Um,
long.
yeah, just so you know, if you guys want to check out Pop's group, the Madness Comic Network over on Facebook, that is in the description of the video. I also dropped it at the very beginning of chat, I think even before we went live. So link
I,
through there. And you know what, just regarding social media, I know you're on Twitter, but it seems like you're more active on Facebook. Is that the case?
no, I try not to get on the news feed on Facebook at all. Okay. When I go to Facebook, I go in my group. I see who's posting what. I'll share it out to my feed. I'll share it out from the group out from there. Right. I try to stay off my Facebook news feed because every time I say something, I lose friends. And I'm just trying to help you guys sell books, man, but I am allowed to have my own stance and feelings. And, I'm allowed to have my own opinions about stuff. And, I'm not holding it against you. I still want to promote your stuff, even if I don't believe in which side of the spectrum you're on. I don't care. If you got a good comic book, I don't care. As long as
I
you're not.
think everybody in comics is on the spectrum somewhere.
Well, the right
You know, the
left,
autism one.
yeah, I know. They say everybody with a creative bone is crazy, but um, my myself, like I said, it's like I made the group and I encourage people to go there. If you have an active campaign, if you have a friend or friends that do this and have active campaigns, go there, drop their links once a day. And I mean that seriously. If you have a campaign that's only 30 days long, I want to see you drop that link every day because the scroll does move.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody's scrolling back 50, 60 posts to see your link from 2 days, 3 days, 4 days ago. You got to do it every day. Okay. And I encourage people to do that. I'm trying to help you guys get eyes on what you do. And to all creators, I say to you, to all indie creators who do not have a marketing conglomerate behind you, you need each other. It is co-opetition. It is not competition. You need to help each other bring people to the medium.
Yeah, I agree. And I see a lot of that happening in the Iron Age. It seems like there's a lot of support within the Iron Age. And we are going to go into mansplain soon because just kind of regarding this Iron Age and Comicsgate thing and all that, I do have something I want you to mansplain to me. And
Oh,
I just
you had
have
to
to
pick you had
say
to pick that
hello.
topic, didn't you? Jesus.
Well, I'm sorry, say again.
You had to pick that topic, didn't
Oh
you?
yeah, no, it's going to be hilarious. All right. So just real quick over on pill.net, I was neglecting the chat. People came in a little bit late. I got to say hello to my buddies over there. Everybody stuck around since dropping their comics. Paul Thaddeus, Classical Chick, and Hangton, Alien Surfer. Hello. And just to let you know, Paul Thaddeus says, Pops is cool. I
I
agree.
just try to be
Pops is
real.
cool. Oh,
I
and
just try to be
just
real.
to wax your balls a little bit more, I have had multiple guests on that are so grateful and thankful for you, for helping them kind of make those network connections and getting them on streams and all that kind of stuff. I am going to, dude. I I need help in the whole crowdfunding scene because I'm going to tell you my last fund my comic and I just updated it today because our magazines are coming in for that campaign. You want to know how much money I made? $30.
Mm, all right.
I need help networking and getting on shows, Pops. I'm not even
Well,
kidding.
and it's not just that, but it's a build up. It's a launch party. It's you know what I mean. It's like
Yes.
there's all these things that I do for people, and I tell somebody, look, when they come to me and they're like, "Will you promote my book?" And I'm like, "Is your sign up up? Do you have a sign up page up?" And they're like, "No." When do you plan on launching? Well, next week. Well, that's your first mistake. Get that sign up page up 2 months in advance so we can promote it and get
Yeah.
people interested in what's coming.
Yeah.
Then do a launch party, right?
And
We go
and I
out.
think that's been my big mistake is I've never because That's the thing about being on a quarterly publishing thing, and we're already running, right? I mean, we have our
Yeah.
subscribers and everything. We want to be in the crowdfunding circle, not only to meet other indies and all that kind of stuff, but we need extra revenue. We really do. And crowdfunding, we're like, and crowdfunding is kind of fun, right? You get to see your numbers go up, all that kind of stuff. But that's where I suck. I suck at the hype up for it. So I need to practice that. I think I'll do better on my next one.
See, like I was gonna say, then it comes to the launch party. The night you push the button and go live. We come out here an hour ahead of time and let everybody know, hey, we're about to go live with this damn thing. Y'all gotta come out and check it out, show your support. Do, 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 do. Sunday, 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 whatever. You know what I mean? You gotta promote, okay? And then I want you to come out in the middle of your campaign when you hit that plateau and nothing's happening. I want you to come out. I want you to go on Doc's show. I want you to go on Lori's show. But Lori's show's booked out till November. So unless you got a campaign happening
Wow.
in December, you see, Lori's show is that popular. She is booked out through November. That's how much people love her show. Tuesday Morning Brew was a madness show. We used to come out on Tuesdays and just talk. Just talk. Me and Doc, a few other people, and one day I was like, Lori, you seem to have better control over this panel thing than I do. Would you like to take over the show? And she said, if I take over the show, it's going to be a lot different. I don't care. Would you like to take over the show? Because I was doing too much. I was getting burned out. So I gave her the Tuesday Morning Brew. She's about to do her 100th episode with the network, and it is pretty freaking popular on the network. As far as it's so popular that YouTube steals views and watch hours from it.
Oh yeah. And now,
yeah.
have you guys seen that go up or down live or anything like that? Because I have multiple friends that have experienced that.
No, we straight caught them. You can go to I could even give it a link to the show. It was only a couple months ago, and there's 20, 25 people in the chat talking. It's got 3 views.
Oh, really?
And they tried to tell me those aren't legitimate views. And I'm like, those people are in the chat talking. They're friends of mine. They're part of the network. Why are they illegitimate? What? They're not bots. They're not you guys. They're my friends. It still says like it's only got 5 views on that video. So they did it to her show. They've done it to Doc's show. And they do it, they'll do it a few months back. So they hope you don't notice. Right?
Okay.
But then when I'm looking through a playlist and I'm trying to find a certain episode because somebody wants the link to it or whatever, and I scroll by and I say 3 views.
Okay.
3 views, and I click on it right away, and I'm like, that's bullshit, right? Yeah, we've caught them stealing views and watch hours from shows on our network. So,
yeah. That's really funny because like I know YouTube shenanigans from watching multiple streams and things that have happened to friends and all that kind of stuff, and I've seen it on my own channel. But I'm not watching that closely because you know what? I have a fucking magazine to like promote and do, and it takes a lot of fucking time. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to worry about YouTube. I'm going to still stream to YouTube and be like, well, fuck it. Whatever happens, happens. And I'm so happy that I get so many people talking in chat for my smaller channel on Creative Chaos. Like, I really appreciate the chat. It's way more fun than I thought it would be. And the person that makes it fun for me is, of course, my producer, Cosmic Grandpa, because I don't have to worry about any of the tech. So, Cosy, I love you. Thank you so much for being you and producing this show. And I think on that note, and Pops, I'm giving you a different mansplain. So on that note, can we go into mansplain? I probably interrupted you, but I want you to mansplain to me now.
Oh, well, then perhaps you don't understand. See, mansplaining is when a man explains things to a woman like she's stupid. Boop!
All right. I'm hoping you boop me at the end of this. Okay. There was a topic that I'm like, okay, I'm going to do this mansplaining. You're like, oh, you're going to make me talk about that. So I think came up with something that might be more of a challenge for you to mansplain to me.
Okay.
So I think a lot about culture, right? And the left owns culture. Can you agree with that?
Okay.
Eh? I mean, come on. Come on.
I
Think
mean,
of all the
they
wokeness.
control culture. I don't know if they own it.
Okay, thank you. Okay, they control
There's
culture.
some mansplaining for you right there. Boop.
Yes. You're like, well, actually. All right. Now on to conspiracy corner. No. Okay, so I I feel like there's a push and pull like in the conservative space, or I don't even want to call it conservative space, just kind of like the more freedom oriented space,
Mhm.
especially in indie comics, where it just doesn't seem like we can get our shit together to win control of culture back. How do we fix it?
Well, again, we don't have the huge media conglomerate behind what we do. Okay. Small networks like mine, unless they become huge, they'll never be the promotional uh, hook that people need to join together and build something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm working my ass off to grow this thing so that people will just see, yeah, that's something I need to do. Okay. Uh, without that huge monetary marketing, branding, okay, anything says Marvel on it, there's people that are going to buy it, whether no matter what it is. You know, it's got the brand recognition on it.
Well, it's got, decades behind it.
Yeah, it's got the brand recognition. People, they're going to pick it up and try it. They might find out it sucks and not buy the next one, but there's still that brand recognition means something. Indie comics do not have that. We don't have that. And the only way we get that is to work together. Okay. Them bullpens at Marvel didn't have one, two, three people in them. They had a whole bunch of people working together to make comics. Now, I'm not saying I want to build some kind of huge thing that has a bullpen and all these titles. What I'm saying is, without that media marketing, without that people putting it in your face all the time, you guys aren't going to get there. You have to work together. You have to push each other's stuff too. You have to. Your reach is so long, right? Now, if I take something of yours and I share it, that just extended your reach to my reach. Now, if Doc takes it then and shares it again, it just extended it that much farther. You guys got to understand that your reach is this long. If you don't help each other, that's all the reach you're ever going to have.
I agree with that. And I'm going to give you a follow up question here because this is also on my mind a lot about kind of building the networks and helping with reach. And I recently had a larger YouTuber agree that this should be happening. Do you believe that like people with larger audiences that like may consider themselves like a culture warrior have kind of a responsibility and duty to like give a hand up to smaller creators that are making stuff that they believe in and think is cool? Not everybody, but if they see something that is awesome, shouldn't they feel the responsibility to kind of help them boost?
I'd change that from responsibility to you should just want to. The more
Yeah.
people we bring into indie comics, the more chance somebody's going to buy yours. Okay. But you don't know. Okay. Nobody knows what the next big thing is going to be. Who's going to write the next Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Nobody knows.
It's true.
But if you don't promote this stuff, it might go by and nobody ever will know. There's a lot of really good stuff in indie. Look, this long box behind me, that short box right there, this short box right here. That's all indie comics that I've gotten since I've done this. Okay. A lot of them were given to me. A lot of them were given to me. People just being grateful for what I was doing. Okay. Um, Dude, there's a lot of really good stuff that nobody even talks about. You know, I try to make sure that I talk about everybody's stuff that crosses my eye. Okay. If
Right.
I see something good, I'm like, dude, send me that trailer. We'll play it during some of the shows. Dude, what? And drop that link in the madness every day. Put it where I can see it so I can share it out to my other socials. Because I don't have time to go through every social network looking for stuff. Put it in my group. Just make it easy on me because I'm gonna work for you. Just put it where I can see it. That's all.
Yeah.
You know.
Right. And you know what? That's funny. That's funny too that you say that because I don't know what it is about me, and I need to practice that more as well. Is really be active in groups more, you
In the
know, and
if
post
you
my
become
shit.
active in the chat on shows, people get to know who you are.
Right.
Okay. We have 25 shows a week. If Christy pops into 15 of those and drops the link to the Flip City campaign, because we already play your video.
It is true. It
Okay.
is
But
true.
if you
It's so
pop in
funny.
there during that, like at the beginning of the show when we play those trailers, if you popped in at the beginning of the show and said, "Hey, everybody," and dropped the link to it right as the trailer's playing,
I'm gonna do that more. You
people
know
get to know who you are, right?
what it is, Pops, is I have social media anxiety. And I'm like, oh, I don't want to be a dick and drop links, but I know that's why you basically make it's really fun. So if anybody checks out that hasn't already, checks out the Madness Comic Network, what's really fun about the chat is everybody practically has a wrench
Yeah.
because they're all part of the network. And
Well,
I
no,
think you've done that.
it's not just people in the network. I give it to
Okay.
everybody because if you have a campaign or you have a friend that has a campaign, I encourage people to drop them links during all of
Okay.
our shows.
All
The whole
right.
thing is promotion and networking. That's the only reason I'm freaking out here is to help you guys network and to promote. That's it's not like I'm getting paid.
Not at all.
So fucking I mean, help me out a little bit, guys. Help each other.
Yeah.
Help each
I
other.
I get it. And you know what? I really love how we're ending this. I think I'm going to earn my boop on the nose pretty soon because you mansplained perfectly to me. But before we leave mansplain, I just got to say, what is up to Ben Sullivan, our lead parody artist?
Okay.
And Ben, I talked a little bit about your dragon in House of the Elon as part of our promotion tonight. So thank you for that. Really disgustingly weird dragon, Ben.
I
I
want to
love
say
you. And I have a
I,
surprise for you next time you pop into chat.
I had something else to mansplain though for the mods.
Okay.
Whenever we talk about somebody's stuff, you drop their link. Whenever somebody's stuff is brought up, like she just talked about Ben's thing again, drops a link in the chat. Moderators' jobs is to help promote everything. Look, guys, promote each other, promote everything.
There
Help
it is. Look, this is how fantastic Cosmic Grandpa is. He brought it up again. Ben, there's one of your illustrations showing volume 21. And I told a little bit of the background of what's happening in this comic that both you and Scott worked on to bring to life. And yeah, that's the thing. Also, I've only like kind of flippantly given my mods wrenches. We're not even connected outside of YouTube. So, hey, you guys, my mods, if you're not already, follow at Kitty Flip City on Twitter and say what's up to me. Let's make sure we connect because I'd love for my mods to do more stuff like that.
I
George
try to do
Washington
that.
X, I don't know who you are, but I
I,
love you.
I try to do that if I'm over there on Twitter and I see somebody went live. I'll go ahead and pop in from the Twitter side of it just to let people know. A lot of people don't even know yet that you can get involved in chat on Twitter.
A lot of people don't know that.
A lot of people don't know that because it doesn't happen much.
Oh,
You know?
okay.
We get 50 people, 60 people, sometimes 100 people watching on the Critical Blast Twitter,
Yeah.
but nobody says anything.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, look, I'm
Because if it
looking at
goes
my
by in
Twitter
your
right now,
feed,
and
if
yeah,
it goes by in your feed, that's all you see is it went by. But if you click on it in your feed, it opens up another window with a chat window, and you can talk. But you have to click on it when it's in your feed. You can't just scroll by it.
right.
But you can get involved on Twitter as well and do that. There it is. That's the link. That's what I was looking for. You see, that's what you do.
Yeah. Okay. So, like I said, my mod said I just kind of gave you a job and didn't ask you if you wanted the job. If you want to connect with me and I can like load you up with links and stuff like that, that would be really cool and fun if you guys wanted to drop links. Okay. Are you going to boot me out or are you going to still mansplain?
I'd say you get a double. Boop.
Nice. All right. That's perfect for me because I'm super excited to get into Creative Chaos's Conspiracy Corner because you have something special to show us.
All right, hold on. I gotta leave for a minute.
I wanna live with a conspiracy girl. I could be prepping the rest of my life with a conspiracy girl.
Those weren't aliens.
Thank you to Dr. Clown for that awesome stinger. We love you, Dr. Clown. Popping in every once in a while. I'm sure you have not said hello tonight, but yeah. And I'm going to brag really quick because George Washington X says, I became a fan because you're a great interviewer. You let your subjects talk and you ask interesting questions. It's not an easy task. I agree. I was told that by somebody else the other day too. And I'm going to pat myself on the back. Good job, Christy.
You know what cracks me up is sometimes I'll have somebody on the show and they'll start asking me questions. And it's like, no, that's not why we're here. We're supposed to ask you questions. Like one of my favorite people, Dave Brink from Genuine Comics.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect 10, if anybody knows. Perfect 10, number 5 is crowdfunding right now. Yeah, I got to do my thing. But he'll come on the show and right from the beginning, he starts asking me questions. Like,
yeah.
But, that's what I'm talking about. Promote each other, help each other. It really is. It's not that hard to do, man. You see somebody drops their link, just click that little share button. You're helping them.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. I love your hat tonight. And I know exactly what hat you covered tonight because it's basically part of your costume. But I appreciate you covering it with, I'm sure, 100% genuine tinfoil. That's not aluminum foil, is it?
No, it's tin.
No, exactly.
But I have to tell you, I've had this historic thing that happens. My tinfoil hats always turn into golden crowns. Always. Because everything always ends up being true.
Ah, okay. I thought you were an alchemist for a second, and I'm like, ooh, that's a good subject for Conspiracy Corner. Some alchemy, turning some aluminum into gold. Anyway, hey, so we were talking a lot about the Constitution earlier and founding fathers, all that kind of stuff. So it's quite obvious you, sir, are a conspiracy theorist.
A little bit.
Yeah. So I don't know, like I didn't prepare any questions for you. I mean, do you want to like lead Conspiracy Corner and just start talking about something? You want to do like a rapid fire?
I want to go with whatever you think is the hot one right now.
Oh God. I don't know what
there's so many.
The hot one right now. See, because that would like assume that like I'm like watching the news and all that kind of stuff. Because like I said, I have a fucking magazine to make. Like, gosh, I just know what I've been interested in lately. Do you know much about Tartaria?
No.
Okay, we're not going to talk about Tartaria then, because I can't educate you on that. Because I'm kind of
if I don't know anything about it, you can educate me.
Okay. I will educate you. I'll educate you a little bit, but this is more about like your conspiracy thing. So Tartaria is like supposed to be like this older civilization that was before ours that was actually really technologically advanced
Okay.
that got
Yeah.
wiped out. There's like this whole mud flood thing as well tied to it that got wiped out by a mud flood. And so that's why you'll see like these giant like a civilization like cities and stuff like that buried way underground because they supposedly got wiped out by the mud flood. But let's not worry about that. That shit goes deep and I can't really educate you on it, but I find it endlessly fascinating. All right. Well, then why don't we talk about the assassination attempt?
Ooh, okay. I like that one.
Yeah.
Especially since there's something new every freaking day, right? I seen today they drop pictures of dude walking around with a rifle right over there.
Oh, I don't think I've seen that. I
Yeah,
haven't been on social media
he's
much
like not
today.
even 100 yards away from where people are sitting in the stands walking with the rifle. With
Mm-hmm.
the rifle in plain sight. Come on, man. Um, look. I think they screwed up. I think I truly believe that the deep state tried to take out Donald Trump.
Now, okay, that's something, but I mean, were the deep state connected to Secret Service?
Oh,
And so,
yeah, this stand down, the local police going, hey man, they didn't talk to us at all before the show. There was all kinds of things that, led me to believe that at least part of his detail was in on it or told to stand down. Uh, See, when I say deep state, that it's coming from higher up. Okay, it always does. You remember when the FBI was going to stop Donald Trump? He ain't going to be president no matter what.
oh man, I
Peter,
forgot about
Peter,
that.
whatever his name is, right?
Uh-huh.
I mean,
Now I remember.
they he ended the gravy train for a minute. Okay, he ended the gravy train in DC for a minute, and then people freaked out. That's all. He stopped the money flow for a minute. They
Mm-hmm.
freaked out. That's all. They don't like him because he went out and he told everybody, "This is what they do. I know because I do it too." They were talking about him not paying no taxes,
Uh-huh.
paying little to nothing in taxes, and he's like, "Yeah, her people do the same thing." Pointed right at Hillary. Her people do the same thing. I'm just being honest with you about it.
Right.
They won't, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, they've hated him ever since because he gave up all their secrets.
Right.
They don't want him back in control, even for just 4, because that's all it'll take to start a landslide in the other direction, where things are bountiful again, and wages are good, and prices are low, and inflation is low, and right now they can control you with "we're going to fix it." I've heard her say "we're going to fix it" a whole bunch of times. Bitch, you're the one that has been the deciding vote in Congress over a whole bunch of this stuff, like taxation on tips. She was the deciding vote in Congress. Now she's telling everybody she's going to do away with tax on tips.
Yeah.
Look, when they
That's
have
the
to
thing.
campaign against their own policies, she's campaigning against her own administration right now.
Yeah. But that's the thing. I mean, I think that's how well they actually know their voter base, and also like exposes like how little respect they have for them, is like they can just write whatever history they want,
Yeah. Well,
because
I'm gonna give
they
you
know nobody's paying attention over
I'll
there,
give you
or
a
they
couple
just
of more.
hate Orange Man so bad that, they don't give a shit, you know. Um
I'm
oh
gonna
my
give you a
god.
couple more conspiracy theories.
Well, let me ask you this, because this is, to me at this point, in watching, the clown show and all the wildness that's going on, like I'm actually kind of I'm becoming less angry and just more fascinated with watching the attempted communist takeover of the United States of America,
Yeah.
because it's absolute insanity,
Mhm.
and everybody freaking sees it, right? Like
Um,
how are you feeling about it? Are you angry? Are you fascinated? Do you find it funny?
well, I mean, for me, I've been watching this for a long time. Okay, um, I'm gonna give you another quick conspiracy theory that will tie into this.
Okay.
Um, and I'm not gonna go on one side or the other on this. I'm going to tell you what they do with this topic: abortion. Okay, abortion is a vote grab. That's all it is. That's all it's ever been, and that's all it's ever going to be. They've had control numerous times. They never ratified Roe versus Wade. They never tried to make it a federal law. They could have multiple times, but it's too good to use as a vote grab. Donald took that away from them. He gave it back to the states. All the things that he's done, everybody's like, he ain't done nothing good. He's done a whole bunch of things that are taken away from the deep state. They freaking hate him. Okay.
Uh-huh.
The border, here's another one. They're going to do the same thing with the border. We're going to use it as a vote grab. First, we're going to let a bunch of people in there going to vote for us. Then we're going to act like we'll fix it to get people to vote for us. And it's a vote grab. They're not going to fix it. People, they're not going to fix anything if they can get you to vote for them to
To fix it? Yeah.
End of fucking story. There's your conspiracy theory. It's nationwide. I'm going to give you one more real quick. For
Okay.
all the red counties in America, don't turn in your vote count. Don't give them the 2 a.m. steal. Wait them out. Do not turn in your vote count until all blue counties have been accounted for. That's how we win this election, people. And
That's interesting. I don't think I've ever heard that before, but um sounds like a
that's
plan.
look, if you wait them out, they can't say, oh, we need this many votes to win.
Yeah. Yep.
Wait them out. Make them turn their shit in first. Then we turn our shit in and we see who wins. You know?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I get it. Well, I gotta say, because I believe it was George Washington X mentioned you. He says the more I look at Pops in that hat, the more he's looking like Freddy Krueger. So I'm thinking maybe we should get maybe maybe we should get out of conspiracy corner. Ah!
Yeah. Should I show them what the hat really looks like?
Yeah, sure, because this is basically your costume. I'll take mine off while you do it. Hey,
This.
Pops,
Those
do
are
me a favor.
all.
Hey,
These are all.
hold the fort down, because I want one more beer. You can
Okay.
tell them about your pens.
These are all indie comic creators that do stuff in the madness. Got Like in there, got Mavericks, got all kinds, Critical Blast, got Laughing Rogue, all these people that do stuff in the network and others, obviously. Tons of pins. I love hat pins. I don't have a whole lot of room left on here. A little bit of room though. We can get a few more on there. That's the hat, folks. I couldn't do conspiracy corner without a tinfoil hat. It just wouldn't have worked. Right. Right.
Okay,
Yeah, Cosmic Grandpa. I have look, I've been pounding that. I've been pounding it on Liberal Hive Mind, on Benny Johnson. I've been pounding that on all the big channels, trying to get these guys to make it a nationwide movement. Wait them out. Yeah. You might have heard it, but as far as I know, I'm the first one that I know said it.
right.
I even called my local district rep and asked him, is there any law that says you have to turn them in as soon as you count them? Because I wanted to make sure it wasn't illegal before I started trying to make a national movement out of it. And as far as I know, it's not illegal. I think good, because we're going to do it.
You know, it's really interesting that you say that you're like kind of pounding what comment sections in these larger like conservative leaning
Yeah.
things to kind of put it into people's
Get them.
consciousness.
I want to get them to lead that movement. They have huge followings. I don't.
Well, yeah, and that's the thing. I was wondering, was this like an original idea from you? Was this just
Well, I
something
mean,
that
there
came
might
to
be,
you?
there could be other people that got the same idea I did, but I just, after this last one in Minnesota, no, it happened again right at the last minute. All these votes are dropped, and no, man, wait them out. Make them
Well,
drop their tally first.
I'm gonna encourage you to keep doing that. And anybody that's out there watching this show now or after, if you guys think this is a great idea, start spreading the word in comments and live chats and all that kind of stuff,
I
because
will even put. I'll
that
even
kind of
put the
that's
exact.
some grassroots shit.
I will even put the exact words I'm using in the chat so you can copy and paste it. Because
Cool.
if it always looks the same, people might get it. Right there, 100%. The Dems will be waiting to see how many votes they need. Red counties in November. Do not turn in your ballot count until after all blue counties have reported in. Wait, hashtag wait them out.
That's pretty cool. And as far as chat goes, you just put it in our private chat over on Zoom.
Oh, I just put it in Facebook. I
Oh,
mean,
in
I put it in your YouTube chat. I'm sorry. I didn't know there was chat in.
I don't see it in YouTube. Did you push enter?
Yes, it's there.
Oh,
Just give it a minute. It'll pop.
okay. Well, just to since we're talking about chats right now, just to let you know, I got a comment over on Twitter. Capitalist pigs came over and said, "Oi, oi." So somebody came in, and so we know the chat on Twitter works. And that's
Yes.
my first ever chat comment over on Twitter. So FICO Capitalist Pigs, if you're still watching over there.
Oh, there's the chat. Okay, hold on. I didn't see there was a chat over here. Okay, there you go.
Oh,
There you go.
okay. I still don't see the one. Hey, cause if you would be a doll and just grab that from Zoom and put it in at least YouTube chat.
Oh, I got it in the YouTube chat. It's in
I
your
don't.
YouTube chat right now.
Okay, am I blind? I'm blind. I don't see it. Are you banned? Are you banned from
Vulcan
my
sees it.
channel?
Vulcan sees it. He said it's there. Are you banned from my channel? No, I'm not banned
Dude,
from your channel.
it's so weird.
Oh crap!
Why
I gotta
can't I
send Brian
see
admin
it?
real quick.
Top
Terry,
chat.
I have to
Huh?
send Brian
Oh,
admin
it's
to.
because I'm on top chat. Am I missing all these chats? Oh my gosh. Okay, wow.
Hold on, I gotta send Brian admin for his show real quick. So, give me a second.
Oh yeah, you go ahead and do that. Well, so for everybody that I maybe rudely don't notice in the chats, I've always had top chat on. Thank you, Cos, for telling me that was what my problem was, is that I'm not seeing all chats because I didn't have live chat on. Derp, learned something new today. All right. Um, oh, and by the way, so same thing with you, George. It's change it to live chat instead of top chat, and you will see it. So anybody that's interested in helping spread the message of hashtag wait them out, it's right there in the YouTube chat. Boom. All right.
Shadow ban
Boom.
me.
Yeah, I know. You're shadow banned on the Flip City magazine channel. Anyway, all right. So
Conspiracy theory. Oh.
you're sure it is, you conspiracy theorist. All right. Well, you know what? Let's go ahead and brand you. Let's brand you, Pops, and not in that weird, like sex cult kind of way. We're gonna Flip City brand you tonight. And eventually, one of these days, I'm gonna have a stinger, but I don't have it now. I don't have it now. Something that's interesting about our branded segment tonight is that it's actually not a Flip City piece, but it's a comic that I found by one of our contributors named Michael M. You can find him on X under Gulliver Nucky, and I'm going to put that in all the chats where to find Michael M, because he has been putting out all kinds of like kind of freedom oriented comics for a while, and I believe he deserves a little bit more of an audience. So, cause if we can just bring up the first slide. So this is called Parenting 101, and there are 3 characters in it, Pops. There is a mom and a dad and a child. It's a rather simple, really cute little piece. You're going to play the dad. I'm going to play the mom. And I don't know if you want to grab the child as well. I don't know if you want to do 2 different voices or if you want me to do 2 different.
You can do 2 different voices.
All right.
Now, do we have a setup?
It's just a quick little comic
Okay.
piece. You're going to get it. I believe the first person who speaks might be dad in this. So you probably have the first line. All right, let's go. Let's do Parenting 101 by Michael M.
Oh man, that thing's in the way. I can't see it.
What thing's in a
I
way?
got it. It was just a
Okay.
thing. Okay. All right. I can feel this already. I taught her how to multiply and divide.
At what cost? 96 times 58 equals 5,568.
What do you mean?
Look at her. You overloaded her head. 5,568 divided by 6 equals 928.
Oh boy. Well, we'll let her watch TV with us tonight.
928 times 2 equals 1,856.
See, her head is back to normal size.
I guess reality shows are good for something. And that was Parenting 101 by Michael M, Flip City contributor. Thank you so much, Michael M. I still have not dropped it the link in the chats where to find him, but I'm going to do that right now. Check out Michael M. I believe next week, because Michael has been dabbling for a while in animation. So the opening cartoons will be from him, and they're rather surreal and a little weird. That Parenting 101 was kind of more on the silly side for Michael. So, and what is up to Rosales?
Rosales, that's the newest member of the Madness Comic Network. They do the Super Sunday wrap up Sunday mornings, 10 a.m. Eastern. Another great freaking
That's
show.
early. That is early for a Sunday. 7 a.m.
10,
Pacific,
10.
please.
I said 10 a.m.
You said
10.
Eastern.
10 a.m. Eastern. Yeah.
Yeah, that's 7 for me, baby.
Well, that's not my
That's
fault.
early. Left coast is the best coast.
But they go for 3 or 4 hours sometimes. It's a good show, and they a lot of different content, different different segments like what you do. They have set segments. They spin the wheel. They set up a bunch of stuff on the wheel. They spin it, and whatever it lands on, that's what they talk about next. Good stuff.
That's fun. Hey, good job, you guys, for doing that interactive thing. I just was watching a stream right before our stream. I think it was called Cockfight.
Oh, yeah, that's
and they had a spinner wheel, and I'm like, oh, I want to do a spinner wheel now.
Yeah, that's
chat. If you want to see a spinner wheel, let me know in chat. If you want a spinner wheel, just drop a 1 and I'll make something fun out of a spinner wheel. Spunner, whatever.
Did you did you check out the link that I dropped in your Facebook?
No, I'm not looking at Facebook, honey.
No, but like before the show. It was like hour before the show. I dropped a link there. It was a
maybe
Rumble
I
link.
don't have Facebook up right now.
It was a Rumble link. I was just wondering if you looked at it.
Oh no, I had not. I had not.
I did a song, I don't know, not a song. I guess it's, I don't know what it is. It's spoken word, right? To music done by Dark Gift with background vocals from Little Good Stuff, uh, put together by Good Stuff and Dark Gift. It's a little song called "Call Me Freedom." And
Oh, okay. I think I had heard that before, but I didn't
yeah,
grab it today.
it's just something people might want to go check out because it was good stuff.
All
I
right.
don't have one of them blue things, so I can't drop
While
the
we
link over
while
there.
we
Let's see.
no problem. I will go into my Facebook right now and grab it out. I'm assuming you DM that to me.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll
You want to
grab it
just put
out
it in
and
the
put it
chat
in the
so people can check it
chats.
out.
Yeah, no
Um,
problem.
it shows Dark Gift's talent in music. It shows Little Good Stuff's talent in vocals, which is she killed it. She like really filled out the I don't know. I don't know how to say it. It's like it was just me talking and then they added her vocals behind it and it turned out pretty badass. That's all I can say. But it's all about what we were going through about 4 years ago, people, and starting to feel kind of fucking familiar. I'm just saying. So we might have to relive that.
Well, I'm really hoping that we don't have to like water trees with blood and shit. That's gross.
No. Um,
Um, okay, cool. I will be dropping the link to Pop Song here. And Little Good Stuff, I'm assuming, is one
their
of the Good
daughter.
Stuff's children.
Yeah, their daughter.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Yeah. It good stuff was the one that took my spoken word, just took the words, put music to it, put her behind it singing, and then Dark Gift took it and put some extra guitar lead stuff, just they made it really good, man. For me, I
Oh,
just wrote the words.
well,
That's all
what
I
a
did was
nice
wrote the words.
collaboration.
Yeah. Um, but like I said, it's just sometimes yeah, I get a little riled up and I got and I'd be a little creative too. You know what I mean?
I know you can't just go around talking about what everybody else is doing. Hey, and I just got to say that I got 3 ones in the chat for a spinner wheel for Creative Chaos. I'm going to figure out how we're going to use it, but it'll be fun.
Well, I'm sure what you do is you use it for your conspiracy theory segment. Okay, you put 5 or 6 of them on the wheel and you spin it.
Uh-huh.
Whatever it comes up to, that's what you talk about.
Okay.
Something like that. There's easy ways you can incorporate it into your show. Your show's awesome, man.
Well, I maybe it would be a way to like go into different segments because basically my plan for a Creative Chaos is to have about 10 segments and then we choose them per
Yeah,
night. It messes with prepping for the show a little bit, but I'm getting more comfortable live streaming and just kind of winging it. Like when I think maybe the last 4 shows, I don't write questions anymore and do more free form conversation. I'm really enjoying it. So um
I mean,
I got a little anal there, preparing this show, but now
let
it's
me
like a
tell
little
you a
more
little
mellow.
story. Like way
Tell me
back
a story.
way back when I first started doing this, people were like, "Man, your content's good, but you need to polish that up and edit it and stuff before you play it." And I'm like, "Oh, don't. I'm out here for the interaction with the chat. I don't want to play it 2 hours from now and there's nobody responding to what the chat's saying during the show. That takes away what I'm trying to do. Besides that, I ain't no editor. How long does it take to edit a 1 hour show? Now, we do on the network probably 40 or 45 hours worth of show every week. I don't have another 1,000 hours to edit all them shows, man. I can't do that. I've come out and
No,
done live
editing.
shows from the beginning. It's always live. You get what you get. I'm not hiding nothing from you. I'm not hiding my ums and ahs if they're there. You get me. The same guy that if you meet me at a con or you meet me at a gas station, same guy,
Yep.
you know.
Well, and I don't know anybody giving you that kind of advice to like edit a live stream to do whatever. Like I don't think they understand. Like, editing's a pain in the ass. And if that's what
Yeah,
you're doing, like on a stupid live stream, like, come on.
it would take like 2 hours to edit a 1 hour show.
Mhm.
And now I've got 3 hours in that 1 hour show, and I could just went, did live, got an hour in it, moved on.
Yep.
You know?
Hey, and I have to shout this one out because George Washington says that Christie's got to put Marilyn Manson's rib removal on the conspiracy theory spinner for the Gen X guests. I don't know this one, George. So let me know. Do you know it, Pops?
I vaguely remember something about that.
A rib removal. You know what I did hear though? And this came from a dear friend of mine who's been into conspiracy theories since like the early 90s, is oh, I don't know. We talk all kinds of shit. But basically he's like, and I'm sure everybody knows this, like in the transgender thing, male to female, that part of certain people's surgeries is removing the bottom ribs from men's rib cages to give more of that hourglass figure.
Uh-huh.
So
That's
yeah.
that's kind of, I think, what that leads to. Yeah. Just watch out for chicks with missing toes.
Oh. That took me a second. That's gross. That's gross, Pops.
God, I got myself on that
You
one.
know what?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm never
Um,
having you back. It's disgusted me way too much, Pops.
you are so much fun to hang out with.
You're fun to hang out with too.
You are more than welcome to crash into people's shows and promote your stuff. Like Doc doesn't mind. He actually opens the last half of his show up so people can join in if they got something to promote or whatever, like the last half hour.
I need to take I love Doc so much. He is so fun and he's so mellow and cool. I need to hang out more over on the coffee shop. I pop in every once in a while. The thing is, it's like I'm always working and like I feel like I need all my brain power for everything I'm working on. So I don't watch that many live streams. And if I do, it's for a little bit. And I'm not one of those people also that's like, I'm leaving, bye. Because that feels weird to me. I just
Um,
leave.
New person over there in the chat on YouTube, Lou Pons. She is an amazing artist. She shows out to the Madness Open Draw stream sometimes on Sundays. If you saw the Janis Joplin or the David Bowie that I was posting and crowing about over the last few weeks, that's her stuff. She is freaking awesome. So
Okay.
yeah,
David Bowie, huh?
yeah, she drew a Bowie that it really got my attention. I was like, damn, you're doing that? It's like you need to do that during the draw stream. So then she came in the next and did the Janis Joplin over a couple weeks in the draw stream, doing the color and everything. And she's doing watercolor. It's just bad. She's cool. Real
Okay.
cool. And she also just pops in the chat all the time on all the shows, says hi, lends her support. That's all we ask, people. Lend the support to these people that are awesome in our
Well, major shout out to Lou Pons for popping into the Creative Chaos chat, which I'm sure you probably clicked on the link that Pop shared tonight. And I'm starting to get really upset with George Washington because he's making me feel sick too. Because he said the other Marilyn Manson one, besides the removed rib for self pleasuring.
yeah, yeah.
I didn't need to know that.
I guess it makes them more flexible.
Oh, God. I don't know why I thought he was self pleasuring with the removed rib. That's so weird.
All my ribs are. I'm just saying.
Uh, anyway, I think creative chaos is over tonight. Now I'm angry. You guys gave me nightmares tonight.
What can I tell you? Hopefully though, some of the message is good. I hope some people understand what I'm trying to do, what I'm trying to say. look, like I said, it's not competition, you guys. It's co-opetition. You want to bounce your fan bases off each other and help each other sell books. You don't want to sit in your own little bubble hoping you get more backers. You got to get out there, man. You
Yeah.
got to bounce your stuff. You know, look, Christie's fan right now. Okay, Vulcan, George Washington, Ben, you guys might not know who I am or anything about my network. And you might go over there and subscribe to my network now because you saw me on Christie's show. And people in our network know who Christy is and they follow her because they found her over here. The whole point is you bounce the fan bases off each other. You got
That's
to
right.
do that, guys.
You know, the YouTubers are really good at doing that, actually. And I think it's probably because they stream a lot and all that. But they're really, really good at like helping boost each other's presence on YouTube. And I'd love to see more of that happening in indie comics. And
Yes.
it's kind of why I decided to start Creative Chaos, not only to like, of course, it's a little bit, you know, self-interest. Like I do want to boost our audience, and this to me is the funnest way to do social media. I'm having a blast doing the live stream, so thank you for everybody that comes back weekly to the show. And I'm getting to know you guys and your personalities through chat. That's been really fun, but also
like
really to like meet and help what I can do, at least to help boost other like creative people. That's my
there's one
story.
other little adage I want to drop on people to help them in this journey because it is a geopolitical nightmare out there. Okay. There's a fence here in the middle, right? There's a fence. Okay. If you have a dog on each side of that fence, they run up and down that fence and they bark at each other all the time, and there ain't no shit near the fence. But the farther you get away from the fence, the more shit you can step in. I don't mind when the pendulum's swinging here. It's when it goes way the fuck up this way or way the fuck up that way that we end up with problems. Coexist, help each other. Fuck, man. You know?
Yeah.
We won't survive if we don't. You know. What's up, wheelchair Rick?
Now, did wheelchair Rick? Is he one of your guys?
No, he's new to the show and he's new to me. What's up, wheelchair Rick? What's happening?
Yeah, and I see that Vulcan Lives went over, and I'm thinking followed you on YouTube or something.
George Washington is real easy. Madness Comic Network. Madness Comic Network. I'm the only one on YouTube that, you know, it's that simple. And it's the same on Facebook. Madness Comic Network. On YouTube, it's just Madness Comic, but the title is Madness Comic Network. So, you know, you'll see. You'll see us. You'll know us. Hopefully, you'll love us.
Hopefully. All right. Hey, Pops, let's go ahead and wrap the show up now. Because we're about an hour and a half in, and we can hang out backstage, actually. But
you have to send me this though.
I have to
StreamYard or out of your, you know, you got to send this to me so I can replay it.
Why? I thought you've been downloading them.
Yeah, but I want a good copy of this one. I want a good copy of it.
Oh, okay. All right. All right.
I get a really low resolution when I strip them off YouTube.
Oh, okay. You want a good copy of this Creative Chaos. Okay. I will take that as a compliment then and not be like, oh, more work. Thanks, Pops. All right. I just want to thank everybody that popped in tonight. I'm going to start over on pill.net. We had Paul Thaddeus, Classical Chick, and Hang 10, Alien Surfer popping in and say, what is up? I don't know if you guys are still out there, but thank you so much over on Pilled for hanging out with us. Pilled.net, the comfy bunker where we will never be censored, guaranteed. I cannot guarantee that from Rumble, but I can from Pilled.net because I know the damn developers and I trust them. Nobody came over on Rumble tonight. Got to say thank you to Capitalist Pig. I doubt you're watching us still over on Twitter, but I appreciate that you checked that chat works over there. And then, of course, the most people that show up is always on YouTube. We all know it's a shit platform, you guys. Why are we still all over on YouTube? I don't know. It's just easy. I think it's creature comforts. But like,
Well, I mean,
geek,
it's also the notification thing and everything. It's like people
yeah.
get that notification and then they're like, "Oh shit, Christy's on. I'm gonna go watch."
I would hope they did that.
I don't get that
That's
from
nice.
Facebook or anywhere else that I'm broadcasting. I mean, so that's the only thing YouTube has going for it is a halfway decent notification system.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I think on mobile, I think it's a mobile thing as well. It's super easy to watch streams over on YouTube on mobile, which I do often enough because that's when I'm able to really participate more is when I'm like doing dishes or cooking dinner or something like that. I'm like, okay, cool. We're sauteing this. Boop, 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 boop. I can chat. But Lupons, pleasure to meet you. I'm sure our paths will cross in the future. And of course, my regular and very awesome mod, George Washington X. If let me know if you are on Twitter, dude. I want to connect with you. Because you're so complimentary of what I do over here. Let's be friends. And Wheelchair Rick, and of course, Vulcan Lives. And earlier, somebody else was here that is new. Oh, Rosales Comics.
It's Rosales.
Comics.
Daniel Rosales.
And then Geek Men Masters of the Thunderverse. And then, of course, the great, legendary, one and only Ben Sullivan popped in to say hello. You guys, get that volume 21 because you have to see the horrible dragon that Ben drew for in volume 21. And only through the weekend can you get that and not pay the $6 shipping. And I am going to drop those links into all the chats while Pops tells everybody where he likes to be contacted.
It's pretty easy. Anywhere where it says Madness Comic, hit me up. I got you. We do launch parties for campaigns, countdowns for campaigns. We do all kinds of stuff on the network. If you like RPGs, if you like tabletop demos, look, every playlist is a different show with a different host and different audiences. It's a mosh podge of pop culture. Tune into the madness. And I want to thank everybody who subscribed tonight, who saw me on Christie's show and subscribed, and anybody from my circle that has come out here and watched and subscribed to Christie's channel. That's what this is all about, guys. It's mutual growth. That's how we do this. Peace, everybody.
Woo! And then, of course, I could not do this show. I couldn't do this without Cosmic Grandpa. And I really do miss my Batman. I'm super excited for him to have his neck fixed. And I hope he puts his neck brace back on so everything heals properly. But I'm excited to have Batman back whenever he's well enough to come back to Creative Chaos after his neck surgery. I know George was asking about that. I know, it's too bad. We'll have you back on a Fatho stream or something like that. So you and Batman can hang out and maybe even talk comics. And of course, Batman and producer extraordinaire Cosmic Grandpa do a weekly stream on Sundays at 4 p.m. PST, 7 p.m. EST. Cos, do you want to come on camera? I haven't seen you in a while live.
Them 3 beer guys or something.
I'd love to see you, Cos, if you're decent. Good, you're not streaming naked.
I am. No, I'm
that's a beautiful hat.
Indeed.
I got one of those and it really pisses people off because it's got Ted Nugent's autograph on the bill.
Oh, fun.
Nice. Yeah, we do the 3 Beer Men on Sundays. It sounds like a show that should have been on Madness Comic Network, except that the only thing we have to do with comics is our cover. We don't have, we don't otherwise have anything to do with comics other than our cover slide is a comic book. But
well, let me say one thing though, real quick. When we go to Roku, we will be the Madness Entertainment Group. It won't be strictly comics, or it'll be the Madness Entertainment Group. So whatever you want to bring to the network, bro. The great thing about Roku is instant monetization. There's no watch hour threshold, there's no subscriber threshold. You're going to get paid as soon as people start watching your show.
Well, I will definitely want to touch base then after the show and see where that might go. Because we have a fun little show. Our audience varies. We would always like to introduce more people, so could be fun.
There you go, people.
All right, and tell everybody where to find it before you're on Roku.
Yes.
Right now, you will find us. You'll find all our links at threebeermen.tv on the web. We're on DLive, Rumble, a couple other places. Foxhole. Can't forget Foxhole. Which, by the way, just to plug it real quick, for anybody out there who is thinking about streaming, Foxhole is very much the same as Roku. When you get on Foxhole, you can be instantly monetized. There are no thresholds, no number of viewers. Start collecting those gold pills, and you can start getting payouts right away.
And they're not very stingy with their cut either.
Not at all. No.
Yeah. So we love the Foxhole. We really do love the Foxhole. And besides that, it really is a very welcoming, fun community over there. If you go into a lot of different streams, you will know the regulars of Foxhole.
Yes, you will.
All right, fantastic. Well, let's wrap it up tonight, you guys. You know where to find Three Beermen. You know where to find Pops and Madness Comic Network. Thank you so much for coming to Creative Chaos tonight. I had a wonderful time. I hope you did too, Pops.
Oh, hell of a good time. You know it. We didn't even cover the fact that tomorrow I'm gonna be put under and have shit crammed into my stomach. And
I'm tired of talking about surgeries. Bye, everybody.